Hello, Instagram and Facebook friends. Welcome to Austin Dental Spa in the year 2022. We are going to have a fun year this year, despite the way it's starting out with this crazy new variant, getting everybody in the world sick, all kind of simultaneously. And so try to put the paranoia on hold for a little while. We're going to have a fun educational opportunity today talking about, it actually is going to overlap a little bit with coronavirus and how to stay healthy and safe. Our motto this month is Jumpstart Your Health, Jumpstart in January. Get it? So we're going to talk about, for the rest of this month, ways that you can jumpstart your health. And I'm sorry I bring this up about every 6 months, but the first thing, we always do a health tip for the week, and I'm going to start out with it instead of end with it because it's about exercise. And I don't want to end today, I want to end on an upbeat note because people get kind of iffy about exercise. But you know, just going out and walking for 20 minutes a day is enough exercise to stimulate your immune system, to get your heart pumping. You get a little fresh air. You may get some sun down here in Texas, and so you get some vitamin D production because we know that 30 minutes to an hour of sun exposure on your skin, it doesn't have to be your entire body, just your arms and legs, is enough to create some vitamin D production naturally in your body. So get out there and exercise. If you're sitting and watching the football games leading up to the Super Bowl, you can get down and do a couple of sit-ups and a couple of push-ups, or just stretch on the floor while you're doing that. If you've got a stationary bicycle, roll it in front of the TV and ride on the stationary bicycle. That's my own personal favorite. So you're killing two birds with one stone. You're burning some calories and getting rid of the holiday stuff, and getting to watch the football games too. So be creative. Think of some ways to get out. At the very minimum, 2-3 times a week, you should be getting out and walking for at least 20 to 30 minutes. And that's not going to make you lose a bunch of weight, but it will stimulate your immune system and help jumpstart your health in January. So that's the fun part. Now we're going to talk about some new, really exciting research that just came out of not some foreign country for a change. It actually came out of Kentucky, University of Louisville. And I was married to a girl from Kentucky, and I learned when we were kids, we called them Louisville sluggers. And some people that are really farther away from Kentucky even call it Louisville, but because that's the way it's spelled. But if you're from Kentucky, they say Louisville. And that's where the Kentucky Derby is. And so I've been there a couple of times, and people from there, you know they're from there because they say Louisville, Louisville. So anyway, the University of Louisville has a dental school there, and they've got a big research department, and they just came out recently with some pretty exciting research. It's still got some legs to grow underneath it, but they took the first step. They found that epithelial cells inside the mouth and down the throat, epithelial cells are basically skin cells, but they're the cells, the pink stuff inside your cheek. And those cells make a protein called interferon lambda. And they're studying this interferon lambda, this protein that's created by the skin cells if they're healthy, and it helps deter bacteria and viruses from entering the cells. Now, 2 years ago, nobody would have given a you-know-what, but the last 2 years, anything that says, hey, it might be able to help keep virus cells from entering your cells through your mouth, because that's one of the ways that COVID gets into your body, in addition to HIV, human papilloma virus, flu cells, or flu virus. They all come in through the mouth, the nose, and down the throat. So this is kind of important stuff. If you can keep your mouth healthy, then you're less likely to get exposed to this virus or get infected by the virus. You might get exposed to it, but if you've protected your mouth by having healthy cells inside, You know, I've been hearing, we've had a couple of cancellations this last 2 weeks because people are paranoid about the new surge that's going on. It is turning out to be true that Omicron is more contagious but less virulent than the previous variants, in that, at least as far as right now, much fewer deaths. Hospitalizations are going up because more people, sheer number of people, are getting infected, but they're not getting as sick, and they're not dying. So that's a good thing. But if you can do something to prevent your cells from even being susceptible to a virus infecting them, hey, that means keep a healthy mouth. That means keep your dental appointments, take care of your mouths, because one of the other parts of this research they found, P. gingivalis, Porphyromonas gingivalis. It's one of many bacteria that cause gum disease, and P. gingivalis has been getting a bad name the last 5 or 6 years because they found that Alzheimer's patients, all of them, after they die and they're doing autopsies and checking, there's one center of the brain up in the mid-center of the brain on the left side that is where the amyloid beta plaque forms in Alzheimer's patients, and P. gingivalis, that's the only other place they found it in the body besides under your gum tissue if you have gum disease. So it's one of about 30 bacteria that can cause gum disease. Well, they found that P. gingivalis actually acts with the cells in your mouth and makes them more susceptible to allow viruses in. It decreases that protein from being formed that protects you. So all the more reason to get in, get your teeth cleaned, especially if you're seeing some bleeding. If you blast it with a water pick in your mouth and pink water comes out, you need to get in and get your teeth cleaned. Keep your mouth healthy. We're talking about jump-starting your health, and poor P. gingivalis, we need to make it go away from the planet. So that's my tip for the day, and a little recent research. So take care of yourselves out there, stay safe, and I'll see you next week for another version of Wisdom Wednesday.